So just looking back to the Hartlepool defeat, obviously a disappointing result, but a positive performance.
Yeah, I thought so. Thought we played and performed pretty well. Had large spells of dominance in the game, had relative control of the game, and nullified a team that's got some decent attacking players to very few opportunities at all, really. Disappointed that we've not managed to capitalise on a couple of good situations we've got ourselves into, with a penalty especially being probably the biggest chance we had. And of course we know how important the first goal in any game of football is, and unfortunately for us we just kind of lapsed a little bit of concentration, made a couple of poor decisions really, in terms of jumping out of our shape, and they exposed us and obviously managed to win the game as a result of that. So, you know, some learning points, but many positives to take into the next game.
Of course, obviously we had a suspension on the weekend with Jamie Cook and got him back now for Saturday, but then we've lost Josh Hamami to suspension as well.
Yeah, probably Josh he's done well to probably go as many games as he has without picking up that final yellow card. Probably disappointed with the one that he got on Saturday, because I think it's probably just a little bit of frustration and a little bit of ill discipline, but it is what it is. We're a stronger team with him available, that's for sure, so he is going to be a miss, but obviously we've got Cookie coming back in, and hopefully he's fresh and he'll give us that little bit of energy again. So yeah, we're just in one of them phases at the minute where it seems to be one out, one in, or two out, two in. Hopefully we'll get a more settled group in the weeks to come, and have a full bill of health to choose from.
Of course, obviously good as well to get Dylan Crowe, Max Wright, Cody Johnson back out onto the pitch as well. Yeah,
that's probably one of the greatest positives really from the last couple of games. He's managing to get them three back. It's been a frustrating season really for Dylan so far, because he's obviously, you know, come here in the summer and just had a few issues which, you know, in the whole time I've worked with him, he hardly ever misses training or games, so it's been frustrating for him. But he's looked really good this week. Thought he did well when he came on in the last two games, and he's you know, certainly going to make us stronger. Getting Cody back is another real, you know, boost for us. He had a decent start to the season, and then just picked up a bit of an injury. Came back in, but obviously the form of the team and the lads playing in his position at the time was fantastic, and he's had to be patient whilst building up his minutes. But again, he's had a good week this week behind him, and he's looking, you know, close to where we would want him to be. And of course Max, who he's obviously been out for a hell of a long time, but he has been training fully now for the best part of 2 months, and it's about just building up his game time. But I think Max will give us a really different dimension. Obviously initially that's going to be off the bench because we need to keep building him up, but he's training really well, and he's got that pace and that aggression to his play that can stretch teams and be creative, get you in behind and get you up the pitch. So yeah, real positive to have them three back, and hopefully there'll be a few more back in the next couple of weeks as well.
Of course, full week on the training ground, travelling down tomorrow. How's it been this week?
Yeah, it's been a good week. I mean, we were scheduled to have a bounce game on Tuesday, which called off because of the weather. We ended up having an in-house game instead, and got out of that what we needed to. Managed to get valuable minutes into everybody, particularly lads who we've already discussed. And then today's been a really good session. Lads have worked hard. We've done the majority of our prep today. Lads look sharp and hungry and focused and determined to go to Sutton on Saturday and put in a big performance, which is exactly what we'll need to do if we're going to get a positive result, because having watched a fair bit of them in the last couple of weeks, I think they're a team that have improved immensely since the new manager came in, to be fair to them. I think they've got a much truer identity to how they play and how they're structured when they're in possession of the ball. They've got some good individuals in there, and as every away game in the National League, you expect it to be a very difficult game. So it's going to be tough, and we're going to need to play well. But you know, we've had many tough games already this season, and we've had some positive results, and you know, hopefully we can go there at the weekend and get another one.
Thank you.